but it's too late.
Your
baby.
levels are too high.
Oh,
Take
it's too
yourself
late.
down.
I'm fine. You're turned up so loud. I'm fine.
You're so loud this morning.
I'm not loud. It's just that, y'all, we're doing a show at fucking 8 a.m. because it's so goddamn hot here.
Los Angeles is so hot, you guys.
We have to get it done early.
I ran out of... Actually, my power went off last night.
I
And when it
laughed for
happened-
about 30 seconds, and then I was scared.
And when it happened, I just kind of sat in my apartment and looked around and said, this can't happen. This can't happen.
Poodle is like a gremlin after midnight when he gets hot. He becomes a
Yep.
whole different person, and it's not
No,
good.
it's the worst of me.
And actually, I don't even laugh at it. I feel bad for you because you're actually in pain.
I'm not in pain. I'm just so uncomfortable. I sweat so easily, too, that...
He can't focus.
No, it's
I mean,
bad.
it's really bad, y'all. So
I was not made to be in heat or cold.
I really believe, because I believe in past lives. Come at me if you believe in past lives. And I am pretty sure you were either a royalty or a stable boy that the king fucked. One of the two.
That would have been fun.
I've been found guilty.
He's guilty, y'all. Love after lockup.
Of love in the first degree. But I don't mind.
Sure don't.
As long as you're here with me. A judge and the jury. When they heard my plea. You know they picked me up the river.
Straight up that well, gay up.
They put the blame on me. Lock me up, throw away the key. I'm just a prisoner of love. I'm doing time, I'm doing fine. I'm just a prisoner of love. Love after lockup, y'all.
Watch it, y'all. Those little Debbie cakes. They go everywhere.
Nothing like a jumpsuit.
Probably I wouldn't have had a lot of rights. Actually, it's probably not really fun. My life would have been pretty much a dark hallway, I
Pretty
think.
much, I think so. Unless you were the king.
I also think I was definitely a sex worker.
Oh.
Probably in France.
Lovely lady, see I'm in the park.
Hello, governor. Care for the old dose of the old in-out?
Don't touch my hair, leave me alone.
So we just had like 30 views.
I must work for my daughter at home.
30 of you just drove out the road and went,
Lovely ladies, get about a punch.
I remember thinking, wow, that is such good acting. When I saw that in high school, I was like mesmerized.
Well, you know why? Because you think at that age, you think good acting is anything where people are chewing the scenery.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Good acting, you guys.
We just read someone who did that in college, and they were like...
Good acting, you guys, is when you don't know someone is acting. That's good acting.
Yeah, that's good acting.
When it doesn't feel like a performance.
That said, if Poodle and I get someone somewhat famous and someone says to Poodle, do you want to be whore number one in Les Mis? He's going to say yes.
Oh, in a second.
In a
I will
second.
use any bit of fame I can to be like, I'll be in Chicago. I will
You'd be better
definitely-
than half. You'd be a great Roxy.
I was going to say the Billy Flynn role, but sure.
You would be good Little Miss Sunshine.
I would be a great Little Miss Sunshine.
You would.
That's usually the role. That's usually a seasoned Broadway person, however. But the roles the roles that people go into in Chicago are like Billy Flynn, Roxy.
Y'all, if you've only seen the movie, Christine Baranski plays Mary Sunshine in the movie, but in the stage show,
It's usually a man in
it's a man
drag.
singing falsetto, and you don't know that it's a woman or a man until the end of the show.
But it's obvious.
Yes.
Usually.
Usually.
Yeah.
Usually. Anyway, this is Lalu.
Where are
This is
This
Lalu.
is Lalu.
Season 3, episode 6.
I love how that word fits in my mouth.
I like it too.
Lalu.
We need to make some.
I don't ever need to say that again.
We should make some Lalu merch. I realize we don't
We
have
should.
any.
I bet the merch with us in those white and black. I don't know. But I don't want my real face on someone's T-shirt.
Y'all come at us.
Animated
Poodle doesn't
faces
want,
are okay.
I'm fine, but Poodle doesn't want his real face on your tit.
I don't know.
Skeezes him out.
That'll probably change as soon as I learn I'm making money from it.
Yeah, because right now, literally, y'all, again, we just sell merch just to
And
for y'all to have
build
fun.
community.
We kind of thing. It said you made $42 this month on merch.
I saw that and I'm like, what are we doing this for? What is this even for? And like we get an email, y'all, from our merch people say, you sold something.
Every time you made $1.
Yeah.
And that sounds like
Thanks, merch.
We're shading our merch people. They're great. They're wonderful, and we love them.
No, they're wonderful. It's just
people that make money from merch have to spend so much time on it. We don't have the time.
The only way
we're making
you spend,
content.
you know what? No one gives a shit about how much money we make on merch. But I will say about merch, when we do live shows, that'll be very different because you will only get certain types of merch.
We're going to make
can buy
special
those.
merch for live shows, which one day,
2022, who knows when I can leave my apartment again.
whenever the musical episode will be finished.
Exactly. No, that's going to be even later.
That got pushed back now because of Corona.
Yeah,
That's understandable.
Musician demands.
Yes.
We're dealing with their contracts.
That's true. Y'all, we are going full steam ahead, though, with our live show our virtual live show.
Virtual show.
So that's coming up in October. So more news coming about that. This is a special week of 90 Day Gays.
It's our anniversary week.
Anniversary. So if you're listening to this on the Patreon, that's great. But you could be listening to this on the regular podcast because all of our Patreon content is free this week in celebration
So, y'all,
of us
this is
being here for a year.
everybody.
Everybody,
Yeah.
rock your body, yeah, rock your body,
Rock
your body right.
Your body right.
Gays are back, all right.
We never left.
We never left. You know, that video was one of my sexual awakening
Mine
videos.
too. AJ and that the Dr. Jekyll.
Yes, and Kevin in that kind of werewolf.
Oh no, that was Brian.
Oh,
and
the
werewolf.
Brian and the werewolf. Kevin
Brian
was
the
like
were-
old. He was.
I don't know what he was.
He was hot. That's what he was.
The
Kevin
only
was
one
my
who
favorite.
wasn't hot was the mummy. It was Nick, which is
He's
shocking.
actually now the hottest one.
yeah. 'Cause
He aged
y'all-
the best, y'all.
Y'all, this is a truism. Ain't nothing but a hot mummy wrapped up. Ain't no
Ain't that-
thing.
that's true.
It doesn't exist. You can't be a hot mummy. Now, you can be a hot mummy when you don't do the wrapping.
Yes.
Like Billy Zane in that movie. What was where Billy Zane was a
The Mummy.
Okay. What was that movie? Where Billy Zane was the mummy?
Yeah,
The
that
Mummy.
was just so y'all remember, this is Maddie. That's Jake. We did not switch roles.
I don't remember a lot of action movies or
Oh.
big scary.
I love the Mummy movie when the first one came out.
The Brendan Fraser.
Remember how
What
hot?
happened to him?
I know. Remember how hot Billy
Jesus.
Zane was?
Yes. Titanic
Ugh.
Billy Zane.
Ugh.
I like, take me on the lifeboat. I'll go with you.
He did not age well.
No, he didn't.
Mm-mm.
Fuck that girl. Take me.
Take me.
It's all for one for us.
us. So, but we're going to jump in, but I just want to remind. So, all the Patreon is free. Y'all, we're going to say this because some of you thirsty dick pigs are already coming at us. They're like, we're not unlocking all of our Patreon.
Like, when do I get all the Patreon so I can just buzz through it like a chipmunk?
when you pay for it.
Yeah.
That's when you get.
Yeah.
Only because, I'll be honest, y'all, for us to do that, we have to go and like
Oh,
unclick
that's
every
the worst
episode
thing, y'all.
and then click it back again. No.
It took me when we changed the $8 tier. It took me like 6 hours.
It just to
have
do
go
a little
through,
bit.
Yes.
So to do
That's why I have
everyone,
tendonitis in my fucking right arm now.
he does. So
I'm gonna be nicer.
all the
No, I'm just like really. I'm so crabby. I'm going to be
'cause
nicer.
It's hot. So anyway, y'all, all the Patreon content that comes out this week, the week of August 16th through the 22nd, is free.
That'll be this Lalu that goes up, and that'll be our classic 90-day episode that drops on Thursday.
The other way, which is the episode where Jenny just found out that
just
Sanit
finds
was
out
married.
that, spoiler alert.
And they just took him away. So it's a good episode.
She's actually just something like a chicken. But go on.
I get away.
They took us
And his
out.
mom looked at me and looked at me and said he loved me. He said he loved me, and I went, in front of everybody. And now he want me
She
to kill.
goes
I didn't know.
full chicken. It is very sad. Oh wow, that's the first Chicken Jenny chandelier scream.
Chicken Jenny chandelier scream.
That almost overwhelmed me.
It was a lot.
It was too much to do.
I think my dick went inside my stomach because it was scared.
It should have by now.
What's happening?
Please don't ever voice your penis again. Please. Gross. But you're also going to get our watch along.
Yep.
Which is where you get to watch us watch the episode. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's kind of fun. We had a really good time.
It's pillow biter talk. That's what we
Pillow
call
biter
it.
talk.
It's our pillow biter talk.
I can't get the hair off this mic condom. It's really bothering me.
Also, y'all, just one more thing. We changed a little bit of the art on the Patreon, so that way it has a pink background. It says Gatreon real big on it. We're going to stress this again because we kept thinking there was problems with our Patreon, and we realized y'all are just bad at tech. And that's fine because we're bad at tech
Boy,
too.
that's the fucking truth.
We're not good at it either.
Yeah.
So we just want to, if you join the Patreon, the way it works, it's not like other people's. If you have two separate feeds. So you're going to have, like if you listen on Apple Podcasts, you're going to have a little box that's blue that says 90 Day Gaze, and that's our regular podcast. And then you're going to have a little
pink box.
Well, it's like a purple pink box that says Gatreon in big red letters, and you're just going to have two separate feeds. We've talked to Acast because of what we're doing, like a beta program with Acast and Patreon. They're still working on that. We can't combine them right now. So because of their tech stuff, so that's beyond our scope. That's just the way it is.
It just have two different things, y'all.
It's fine.
Help us help you.
It's like testicles.
But in this way, you get both of them for free. You don't have to pay for one.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think it's a small price to pay.
Small price. Let's
Any
jump
more
in.
announcements?
I don't think so.
I don't
We were
know.
already 11.
People
Someone's already yelling, going, just get to Destiny.
People are already saying they talk so much.
And then other people say they don't talk enough.
Well,
so,
the thing is,
what are we going to do?
I mean, I think maybe this is ridiculous, but I kind of think this is the show. Yeah, we're talking about Lalu, but like, don't come here if you want a play-by-play of Love After Lockup. Come for the dick jokes and inappropriate talk about 80s music.
It's true.
Or something else we talk about.
True. Oh, we do have one more announcement, I guess. We don't fully know the scope of this. We didn't know this. Apparently, some of the people in our Facebook group have sent a certain sissy anniversary gifts for us, which is very kind.
Yes.
Very sweet. So what we're going to do on Saturday,
there will not be a watch and chat,
there will not be a watch and chat.
Because we're doing a live unboxing.
We're going to do a Facebook Live
unboxing of our anniversary gifts.
So
and thank you guys for sending them.
If you want to see that, just join the Sissy Squad.
That's our Facebook group.
And that's our Facebook group. And yeah, there you go. I think we're done now.
Okay. Let's move on.
But I know you are waiting for Destiny. But
we're going to save her for last because holy fuck balls.
Holy fuck balls.
Let's move on to Maurice, or I prefer Maurice.
Maurice.
the British way of saying
Maurice.
it. Maurice.
And Jessica.
Maurice and Jessica.
He is like, he does to me what Andre does for you. I cannot look at Maurice and not want to touch myself.
He's very tall.
He's tall.
And
he's
lithe.
Lanky. And he has this perfect nose that's so cute.
Yeah.
And y'all...
Go jerk off, okay? I can't really handle it.
It's sufficient.
It is. It's sufficient.
I think it's actually big.
It's a nice dick.
I just told Poodle I would subscribe to that OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm. I would too.
I would do.
I don't know. I'd get it. Like I'd have someone pay for me.
No, you would do, y'all. This just happened. If you haven't seen the watch along, the free one that's dropping this week, we went to watch 90 Day Fiancé because Poodle records it on his computer
happen
and throws it to his TV.
Did happen.
So I'm sitting there waiting for 90 Day Fiancé to start so we can record. And then all of a sudden, there's just gay porn on the TV because he pressed the wrong button.
You did not.
And it was freaky,
what I last
deaky
watched.
shit.
You did. It was just two
I screamed.
supposedly straight boys talking to one another.
They were doing something with the PlayStation controller. I don't know what was happening, but I was shocked.
He was
I was scandalized.
mortified.
I was mortified.
I was scandalized.
I was scandalized. So anyway, that's the way though I feel about Maurice. I feel scandalized whenever he's on screen. Ooh,
I think he's very attractive.
he is.
So speaking of attractive, or we had a sissy come at us, and I laughed till I cried because it's so true. Sissy Carmen, I won't say her last name. But the Carmen Blank, she's in the Sissy Squad.
Are we recording?
She's
just checking. Didn't know.
She said, she's like, come at me, but if Jessica and Jeff Daniels aren't related,
oh,
y'all,
that
look
changes
at them,
everything.
Look at them together. They're related.
They're related.
She looks like fucking Jeff Daniels.
She's even a J. Jeff, he had a daughter named Jessica.
That makes no fucking correlation.
Well, I don't know. People name. They look so much alike.
It's
I didn't see
weird.
that.
She's Jeff Daniels. She's Jeff Daniels. She's Jeff Daniels in a wig. Wow. It's something. So let's just. I just had to get that out because
fine.
it completely shattered my world.
No, I get that. I get that. Well, he's on his way to see his daughter,
who's Michaela, who's now 9. I think she was like 6 or something when he went in.
Younger maybe. He says that she is his kryptonite, and then he says something really sad, but at least he acknowledges.
Weird thing to say.
Well, I think he's wanting to say it's
weak. Yeah,
weakness,
but the fact that she giving off radiation might kill him.
Because Superman dies from kryptonite.
Whenever people say that, I get it. That it's that also says that they're very strong.
Like you would say,
it shows their concept of themselves.
Yes, like
it's
you
weird.
would say, she's my hot dog, or I would say, she's my Sonic. It gives us life.
Yes, she's my hot dog.
Yeah, she's my hot dog. She's my Big Mac.
She's my hot. Oh God, what I'd do for a Big Mac?
What I'd do for a Big. I mean,
don't mention Big Macs.
You would fuck Larry for a month for a Big Mac.
Y'all, we talked about that. Larry from before the 90 with Larry and Jenny, Philip Kilford. I would probably have sex with him because I get free McDonald's.
Yeah,
in a second. People would think about. You want to think about that choice? Nope. Free McDonald's. He's not that bad looking.
He's not.
If I had to fuck
pretty eyes.
If I had to fuck his cousin, the thumb,
that would be bad.
I would probably need to think about
Larry's
that.
got a nice dick.
I know.
Tell. So anyway,
he'd be a gentle lover.
I think so too. Oh, you like this cheek? You like this cheek?
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, it's very nice.
So okay, so Maurice said I chose the streets before I chose my family, which was like, damn, that's some deep. So they're on the way. His daughter comes out. He hugs her. Oh, go ahead.
Say before. Jessica prefaces this by saying, we're going to see his daughter. I can't wait. I talk to her all the time.
Oh,
just remember that,
you guys. She said that. Remember she said that.
Yeah, we talk on the phone all the day. And I really talk to the baby mama. He doesn't call her by her name.
And as Mary from Smother said, this is important.
Important.
To remember.
The
Michaela comes out, the daughter. She comes out. They hug. It's sweet. Daddy's here. I mean, Maurice was even
a nice
crumbled.
reunion.
It is a very nice. Is it Kaniqua?
I think it's Kaniqua. Is the baby mama.
Okay. Sometimes my thing autocorrects. So Kaniqua, she's pretty. She's a pretty woman. And
she was his high school girlfriend.
And
he's never really had another relationship.
And she gave it to him. She said, "You fuck up again, I'm out."
Yeah.
And he fucked up again, and she said, "I'm out."
I'm taking
she
my
left
baby.
His ass.
Yep.
Good for her. And she's like, "Well, Maurice has never dated a white girl before, so this is new."
And so
she doesn't know how it's going to work out.
Now, from what we saw, Michaela barely said a word to Jessica, who was like her BFF on the phone.
Jessica promptly sits in the corner,
crosses her legs,
and pulls out her phone.
And y'all, she's on her phone the whole time. Now, he could have said, Jessica, this is my family. I don't believe he did that either. Although,
I don't think so.
She could have made more of an effort to ask how everybody is. But you guys, she's even scared being in Compton. You can tell she's total fish out of water.
So is it? I don't know. Maybe she's scared for him. I don't know if it's. I'm genuinely asking this. Is she scared, or is she just horribly introverted? Because I'm also wondering, like, the way she met him was online. Like, is she one of the...
That's possible.
You know, there's some people that you talk to them online and they seem so just gregarious and outgoing.
I've been on dates with people like that.
And then you meet them in person and they're just, like, mousy and quiet. Yeah. And they're not able to have that same type of personality translate.
That's insightful. I'm not sure if that's the case.
Because she kind of, energetically, her body language, she kind of shut down.
Yeah.
Like, and I know... he didn't maybe introduce you. He's been in fucking prison for 7 years and just saw his daughter for the first time.
Just let that go.
Why don't we give him some grace?
I agree.
And why don't, like, this, you know what this was, y'all? This was not Southern. Because if it was me or Poodle, we would say, oh, hey, I'm Jake. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
We would make ourselves known. Or maybe it's not even Southern. Is it a raisin thing? I feel like your parents teach you when you walk in the room to shake someone's hand.
I feel like she is so uncomfortable being in a whole room of black people.
You think maybe
that I'm not saying she's racist. I'm saying that doesn't happen where she grew up in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
She seems like she grew up very suburban, like father knows best kind of a way. That's what it kind of felt like. So. She's just way out of her comfort zone.
She's way out of her comfort zone, and she literally looks uncomfortable even in her body.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like
her body language is like she's pulling away. She's like her legs crossed all the way over.
Yeah, and she keeps pulling at her shirt. Like
that's because it's not big enough.
But also, y'all, I pull out my clothes whenever I'm either too fat or uncomfortable. I'm always just like,
or a combination of the both.
Maybe. But yeah, she is. Yeah. So anyway, nothing really happens. They talk. His daughter's gorgeous. Looks
the daughter's
like
really cute. She's anyway. They
So Jessica says that. So they meet. Everything goes fine.
They're in the car.
They get in the car.
She loses
Jessica just immediately says, like, I was being ignored.
And you guys. Everyone who's in the house can hear them.
And she was like, I felt so fucking awkward. And kind of starts like talking and already breaking down and crying. Y'all, this has nothing to do with him.
No.
This is like all of her past
issues.
Shit coming up. I think, and I'm going to go on record and say this now. I think everybody's all like, oh, Destinie. And like Lindsay seemed like the crazy girls. I think Jessica is going to rival them with brokenness.
I think my girl Destiny's gonna lap her.
But it's weird though. It's almost like, well, we'll get into Destinie and Sean, but she is.
I think Destiny's gonna pull it out.
Jessica's broken. She is like a broken person.
You know, I don't even know if it's that. I think it's that much. I think that. She's had a real cookie cutter life, and at the same time, she's never. I think she's always been the loser of her family.
But so my thing in that is maybe she's always been the martyr of her family.
That's probably true
because we know she doesn't have a relationship with her sister, and the
sister
way
broke it off.
That's the way she painted it off.
Oh.
But think about the way she would tell the story of Maurice. Oh, yeah, we went in to meet his family. He didn't introduce me to anybody. He just let me sit in the corner, didn't say...
Right.
You don't see that she completely shut down and made herself invisible in the room.
Right.
So what did she do? Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if her sister just probably had some questions.
Yeah, and she freaked out.
And she was like, you don't support me. I think she's that kid a little bit, reminds me of like Ari, who wants to be like the rebel of their family or different, or even think about the past conversation with the way she talked to her parents.
Right. No,
I think you're right. I think she had this cookie cutter life.
Yeah, and it was.
But I think she's got Little Mermaid syndrome where she wants more.
She also has thingamabobs and whatever galore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she'll play with Maurice's thingamabob.
Who cares? I want dick.
We did a cabaret sketch about that one time.
We did. We did a thing about Little Mermaid,
Y'all,
and Ariel wanted a butthole so she could have butt sex.
If you think we ruined Aladdin,
boy,
this was. I'm still appalled.
I don't think it's ever going to be released.
I don't think it'll ever see the light of day.
I made an Ursula costume for Poodle that literally had my blood in it because my fingers bled on it.
It had a lot of moving parts. I had to be walked to the stage.
When people came out,
it was so uncomfortable.
When you came out, people's faces, it was what I wanted. People's mouths just dropped and they went.
It wasn't even like laughing. It was kind of like people tried to process it.
They were like, he's really fucking wearing that. Holy fuck. Did he make... What is happening?
I know. That's my favorite audience reaction.
Oh,
it's not laughter. And it's just like... It's like trying to comprehend what's going on and also being completely appalled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stupefaction.
Yes.
Stupefied. The audience is like... And kind of confused at why anyone would do it.
And questioning, why do they even come? I love that too. It makes me happy.
Why am I here?
But then at the end, when
I like this?
And then when they leave, they look at their Carl. That was pretty good.
that is that I had a client one time. I said cabaret, and she came and she's like, I don't know what I saw up there. But I know that a lot of it challenged the assumptions that I thought of. And I know that I really liked it and had a good time.
That's all we can ask for.
That's my favorite audience
By
response.
the way, a sissy posted a picture of Carl's wife, and I almost died.
I
mean, that was spot on.
Ooh.
Y'all, I love... Come at us with your pictures of Carl's wife.
Carl's wife.
Anyway, so
anyway, she is there. The next time we see them,
it's weird. Their fight doesn't really kind of resolve.
No, it doesn't.
We just see Maurice kind of like, babe, and she just is like, and so yeah, it's
and
the next day.
But he does come back around the car. It's like, I'm in my fucking daughter's house.
He does.
You know, can you not start this shit? Yeah,
it's stupid.
I kind of like you, but I think she should give him some grace.
Yeah,
coming out of prison. Yeah. So y'all, where he is staying is in his cousin Roni's house. Y'all, now we talked about Roni's more my type.
They're both my type.
Oh, Roni, don't ever make that voice again.
Roni
is so hot to me.
Oh my God. You know, this could be a family affair.
No.
The boys fucking me like a family affair all night. Y'all, come at me if you, and it's okay to be basic, come at me if you danced around to that Jessica Simpson song with that.
Is that who it was?
Yes. The girl's coming out for a family affair.
What is that song about?
Right.
And what does a family affair mean?
It's the family. It's your girls. It's your girl family. And you're roller skating, and there's celebrities with you like Eva Longoria and Housewives. And it was a fun video. You know, Jessica Simpson isn't really talented at singing, but I do love her
book.
No, I notice I said singing.
Yeah.
Her book and her fucking fashion line.
Yeah.
She's like a millionaire. She did it right. Not the best singer.
I agree.
But she's just pretty, and she has an
Family
interesting note,
Affair.
and I like her. You don't know that song?
I do know the song. I've never thought about the lyrics before.
Oh,
Family
yeah.
Affair. What does Eva Longoria have to do with a family affair?
You know, come at me if you love that video. Because I did.
That was a weird time.
I would love for us to make a roller skating music video one day.
What year was that? Like 2010?
Oh,
28?
It was
2008?
Definitely. I don't even know if we were in the 2010s yet.
Wow.
think it's before I went to
for
grad
her.
school.
Good for her.
I heard Jessica
Louise
Simpson's
Bluth
lovely.
says, good for her.
Good for her.
So they're in Roni's house.
Ooh.
And he's going to stay
Ooh.
with him. I think I'm gauging it that she's going to stay there too.
It's not clear. She's like,
not
we're
clear.
stuck here in L.A.
But she's like, I want to go to Vegas. I don't like it here in Compton. I don't feel comfortable.
Again, it's kind of like have your feelings, but also be like, I don't feel comfortable, but this is what we have to make do, and I just want to support my husband, who's been in prison for 7 years.
And also, you guys, his whole life, he's trying to find a way to like bridge the life he used to be in with the life which she basically says, no, you're going to come live in Las Vegas with me, brand new life. That again, he sounds like he wants that too because he doesn't want to be in Compton
right
now.
Yeah,
so
which is saying something because his daughter is in Compton,
right? So that's true. So you guys, they are. She's like, I really just want to get back to Vegas. And then when she's sitting over there putting on makeup, which we're going to talk about, y'all, with a roller. It looks like
it's stick. Okay, I already knew
stick
there was
foundation.
a problem.
Yep,
y'all. I'm going to give you a tip. Stick foundation should not be your foundation. Stick foundation can be your concealer, and you can use it in spots and blend it. But if you use stick foundation everywhere, you're going to turn around like Jessica did without any blush or anything on, and we're all going to go.
And it's going to be like Hannibal Lecter wearing someone's skin.
I threw my sissy mug across the room and went, no!
Y'all, don't do that. Don't look that way.
It's for the... I have some stick foundations.
Yeah.
I love them for under the eyes.
But it is not makeup.
T-zone.
It's not makeup for your whole face.
You put it on your T-zone area, and then you blend it out with a sponge or even your fingers. You can use a brush if you want. Fingers are the world's best sponges, though. And just do that.
Shut up!
It's true. No, you never heard that. The Nards girl used to tell me that, Stephanie.
No, am I at the beauty shop with Tammy? I don't think fingers are the world's best sponges, y'all. Let's talk about fucking Lalu. God.
You talked for 10 minutes about the heat. So I won't have it. I won't have it.
I just say we were getting so far afield.
One day I should make my own makeup line. 90 Day Gays makeup.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to do. We're going to be like Jessica Simpson. You'll
have to pay me half for the name.
What?
But I'll contribute $0 to your makeup line.
So when you make your own vodka, same.
Yes.
I need half of the money.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's how it works.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'll fuck you on the deal.
Poodles,
I'll get a better lawyer. So she's over there doing like tribal makeup, putting it on.
She's putting it on like a wet blanket.
He's looking at pictures of and obits of his friends who died of gun violence.
Y'all,
very different types. She can't even go to him.
If you need an example of white privilege,
that's it.
This is fucking it. I really would
in the dictionary.
So this is gonna go with everything else. I think her emotional maturity is like 6 years old.
Yeah.
I think some trauma happened to her.
Yeah.
Something happened to her, and she is stuck as a kid because the fact that you can't be there to just sit by your husband.
Yeah, she can't even
and just be with them,
even try to help him process
the amount of law, and even have the grace to just look at these people with him and acknowledge that these were people in his life. And y'all, if this is new for you as a white person, this is life for a lot of black men in our country.
Mm-hmm.
That and this is not, and kind of what I hate, but also enjoy about Maurice is not enjoy, but it's important about Maurice's story is that y'all he was 10, 11 years old.
That's when he started being in trouble.
Just started, and I think a lot of people think, I used to think this as a white person, oh, well, somebody who gets in trouble is bad and they went looking for trouble. Maybe you thought that too where you grew up. And then as I've gotten older, it's not that way.
I always kind of knew that where someone's economic, sometimes when the economic factors are against you, you're going to have a much harder time getting out of that.
You're going to have a harder time. And so
I kind of assumed that when someone I understand what you're saying, but I think it was more nuanced where I grew up.
Oh.
Like there was a poor part of town that was mostly black, and you just assumed that it was harder for people to. I did say I would hear people say, "Well, you know what? All you have to do is stay out of trouble." But it's not that easy.
So it's not that easy.
Yeah.
And I like that it talked about he's 10, 11 years old. Y'all think about when you're 10, 11 years old and somebody's offering you food,
money.
Yeah. If you don't have it, what are you going to do when you're 10? And so I'm bringing
The
that
system
up.
of right and wrong is a lot to put on a 10-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is why I think, though, too, and we see this later when they're at the convenience store, that's why he doesn't want to be in Compton at all, because for a lot of these men, they get released back to their communities.
Right.
And whether they want to or not, they get brought back into this life of
he has to be there.
People bully them back into having to react. It's really scary.
So, yeah, someone said, someone comes up to him in the 7-Eleven and says, "This is my hood, homie."
Like somebody drives by and like does like a gun thing with their finger.
Yeah.
So it's like this bullshit that you can't get away from this.
And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm scared. Get me out of here."
She does
makes it
kind of
about
freak
her.
out. She does make it about her.
But as
I'm going to say this. She's a terrible wife.
As Jessica says, though, I'm just really worried because he was part of the Compton Crips, which keeps sounding like a sports team to me.
The Compton Crips.
We've already...
Again, they're not Crips with the T, y'all. That's what I thought.
PTs, like Crips, like a place where a dead person lies. As I had to tell Maddie, it's not CRYPTS. It is Crips, CRIPS.
Which, I had my closed captioning on when I watched it because it's hard for me to understand Quaylon because sometimes he mumbles.
He does mumble.
And so I have the closed caption, and it said Crypt. I went, oh, yeah, there it is.
There was a whole discussion. It was ridiculously funny.
Anyway, I thought the most kind of astute thing about the whole was Roni when he was talking to Roni, and he's like, he basically says, if they're looking at all his friends, and I'm paraphrasing, but Roni basically says, those bullets don't have a name on them. They'll kill whoever.
Yep. That was poetic.
That was poetic.
Roni, look at you.
Yeah. Maurice, I just want to, if you and Jessica aren't together, I just want to say, if I wax my back and wear a wig, you'll never know. I'll treat you like the lady you've always wanted.
If I wax my back.
And when you're upset, I'll be there to comfort you.
There's a thing on Instagram.
Oh, lover.
Don't sing I'll Cover You. It's a weird song.
It is a weird song.
A lot of weird metaphors.
Yeah.
I'll be your
your blanket.
Something about I'll be your castle. You'll be my moat.
You'll be my castle.
Y'all don't use the word moat in a song. For you songwriters out there, it's not a good word.
I think they meant it when they said you can't buy love. Now I know you can rent it, and at least you are my love. Take it, Poodle.
My love. Be my life.
I know
There's
I'm
nothing
bound
as strong
to
as
discover
this
something
can be.
as true as the sea.
No, that's not the lyric at all. I wanted to go.
I don't know it.
Exactly. That could have been really good. And you? Oh, no, sing it right. Oh, lover. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, lover, I'll cover you. Yeah.
That's all we're doing because that's what we know.
We're ending on that because we're going to fuck it up. And somebody just went, what was that? And then some girl named Susan just went, what? And her vagina just went goosh.
There's a lot of the sweetest love story is them in that story.
It is. It is. Jesse, ooh, he was so great.
So
Anyway,
should we move on to Quaylon and Shavel?
We should. You know what? Because this is going to go on our free podcast.
Okay, take a
Real quick,
commercial.
let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
And we're back.
We're back,
this
y'all.
This is with Quaylon and Shavel. And y'all, what is that? Oh, If I've gotten out of jail, do you know what I want?
What?
Barbecue and fucking.
Take me to Porky's. Literally, it's called Porky's
It's called
Barbecue.
Porky's.
And
Points off for non-originality there.
It looked good, though.
It did.
Y'all, you know you're in a good barbecue restaurant when they have big plastic cups.
Yes. Oh, yes. So, you guys, this is
That's
a
what
little...
my brother's restaurant has. Caddo Street Barbecue in Ardmore, Oklahoma.
Brian, you're paying us.
Oh, he's going to give us free. He went to say, y'all, he said like several of y'all come in, if you're in Ardmore, he said tell them if they come by, tell them that they're part of the Sissy Squad. They're a listener, and we'll give them a discount.
I cannot believe I'm letting you do an
It's my
on-air...
own brother. I would let your brother do a commercial for house building. Y'all, Heritage Builders, tell them you're the
House
Sissy
building.
Tell them you're Sissy
Tell
Squad.
him the Sissy Squad.
And they'll give
he'll
you a discount.
he'll
By
give-
discount, you might get a free thing of flowers.
He'll give you something off.
A light fixture. What if your brother called
Free mulch.
Hey, Jake, somebody just called me asking for a Sissy Squad. What the fuck is that?
That's what he's... Jake, someone just called me asking for a discount on a house.
And they were calling me Straight Jake.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's weird.
So the difference here with Quaylon, you guys, is no parole, no probation. He doesn't have to, like, I think the rest of them all are being paroled.
Quaylon's done.
Yeah, he's done. So he can, like, drink, do whatever he wants.
I think, well, no, Destiny's not like that, but she's
No.
drinking still anyway.
So he started getting in trouble. We find a little bit from him at age 10 as well.
Yeah.
And so Shavel brings she's talking about her daughter Maila, and he knows her, and she's like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to be a family.
So sad too. He said like he had like straight A's in school, a good student, and again it goes into this where it's just cyclical. It's sad.
So they're at Porky's,
Porky, oh,
where
God,
you have the tough conversations
Yeah.
in Kansas City.
and yeah, Calandria, she's ready.
So mom basically lays
That's
it
mom.
out.
Quaylandria's mom. Yeah.
And she goes, how can I be comfortable in Houston when you're here? And because this is when you got in trouble. And he said, you know, there are threats everywhere, so you have to trust me. And I went, looks like Shavel is winning.
Well, we're gonna find out why because y'all he hasn't fucked anything in 14
No.
years. So
Has it been that long?
he said 14 years. I haven't had sex in 14 years. So
I think it's 12 years. I
at
wrote
that
down
point,
12
who's
years.
counting?
Exactly.
Can you imagine what you would be like?
14 and 12.
You
doesn't-
probably, I mean, you might fuck Big Ed after 12 years. You know, you wouldn't. I'm not going to
No,
stoop that low.
not
for
even that
you.
far.
How low would you go? Let's say of the 90-day universe.
I don't like this conversation.
David?
No,
couldn't
gross.
do that.
Creepy.
What about what's his name? Married
would say-
Akini.
Benjamin, you know,
12 years.
12 years,
Would
I'd
you-
fuck Benjamin.
I think I would too.
I'd fuck
sadly.
Benjamin.
Yeah. He would probably cry during.
He would.
And I probably would have the same reaction that Keeney did.
It was fine. Y'all, it's the best. It's the best freshly fucked morning after reaction. You know, they all have sex with their fiancés when they meet. And when and she's like, but he's like, how was that for you last night? Which is a weird thing to ask.
Yes.
She's like, it was fine.
It was fine. What
So-
about Lips McGee?
Scott? Oh, no.
Not Scott. What about who went to Haiti?
Sean.
Sean. Yeah.
I'd fuck him. I'd fuck Sean. He's cute.
I would too, yeah.
Yeah.
He just is
Crazy.
a sex tourist.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he is.
Yeah.
I'm not his preferred target.
No. No.
I'm white and male.
Yes.
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 So it'd be hard.
And you're not, and he has no position of power over
Exactly.
you. That's the main thing. Yeah. Yeah, we're not a fan of his.
So, you guys, this was interesting. So, Qualandria basically said, so I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you come home with me And Shavel goes, no.
She actually
one word.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not messing with it.
Yeah.
So here's my question to you. Do you think that is strategic, the right message for Shavel to do? Because what would Mother Poodle do?
First of all, Mother Poodle would smack the sense out of me when I said if I was getting out of jail.
No, if Mother Poodle was Shavel. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Because I think this is the wrong way to go.
This is a hard situation because Mother Poodle would never allow herself to date a convict.
Okay. Well, so
I
actually,
would say
you have. So what would you do?
Fair. It's been petty offenses.
They still went to jail. In fact, one of them went to prison, right?
Yeah, one of them went to full-on prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you fuck him afterwards?
No.
Did you talk to him afterwards?
Yeah.
How did he do his life in prison?
He's different. He's different.
Didn't he lose a bunch of weight?
Yes, they all do. Or you gain weight.
If I gained weight in prison, I'd be pissed.
Well, if
No, my luck.
if you're Destiny and you're ruling ruling the prison, and you got lots of ladies to
Lots
keep
of
you
ladies.
to give you love.
Oh yeah, y'all get ready for that.
So I think if I was Shavel,
Like, I don't think it was the right way to handle it.
I think you have to tiptoe around everything. However, what neither of these women understand is Quaylon has all the power here.
Yeah.
And he has the power to make them angry for where he goes. He knows both these women will do whatever to kind of support him.
Yes.
So he could do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would know the power resides with him to choose. And both the women will, he's going to piss off both of them. So what he's going to do is string them along the longest he can.
He will. So this is my question.
Which is kind of shitty, but...
Come at us if you've dealt with people or family members or coming out of prison, or it's a little bit like, is it, even if some of them, don't get me wrong, do not deserve to be, I don't believe personally. So I was going to say it's almost kind of like somebody coming out of like a rehab, but it's not. But what is similar is that though they still have to mind their P's and Q's just to keep out of trouble.
Yeah.
And so, and not be sent back to prison. Is the right tactic the way I feel like both of these women and we see this a lot, are like babying him.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of these people, they're like stepping on eggshells around these people that are released.
Unless you're Jessica.
Unless you're Jessica. Whereas I'm kind of the exact opposite of, I wouldn't be a hard ass or anything, but I'd just be very real of like, look, whether you meant to go or not, you've got to take responsibility.
I think Quaylon is trying to do that.
I think a little.
She can't because her
She
husband
can't
was in
compete
jail.
with pussy.
No. Y'all, that's a truism.
That you mothers can't compete with pussy.
Mom, you can't compete with pussy, unfortunately. What are you just doing?
I stood up to fix my shorts and I almost fell.
These are the things. This is what comes with your Patreon.
Just wait till you get the live show. A year? We've been doing this a year. That's
I
insane.
can't believe it.
I know.
So
y'all are some dick pigs.
So the great thing now, Shavel is a woman after my own heart, because back at the hotel, they're kind of sitting around. It's like, well, I don't know if he's going to spend this time with his mom or with me. So bitch does this. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, Uber. Can you come get this mom and take her to her friend's house?
Yeah. She took care of that.
She called
Real
the car.
quick. She called the car. And because Shavel says,
hello, Uber. No one says hello, Uber.
Hello, Uber.
Boop, 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 boop. Hello, Uber. Can I have a call?
You're me right near.
Hello, Uber.
Because Shavel says when he went into prison, he was a boy. And now he's a grown-ass man. And he needs a grown-ass woman.
That's when I kind of felt bile kind of come up at my throat.
And then...
Then we
now,
have like
I get it. Quaylon is hot.
He is.
He is hot. He has a nice body.
But she basically almost takes him like a scene of 9.5 weeks here.
I did, or like, yeah, 9.5
I was
weeks.
uncomfortable.
Or I was like, is this like? I felt like I was being punked. Like, is this Boomerang with Eddie Murphy when he had sex with the one with the toe? It's like she's rubbing his back.
It did feel very like Showtime After Dark.
Yes, it did. And y'all, guess what? Those roses jump. This is a crossover.
Those rose petals are back. Our rose petals from 90 Day Fiancé that we all have.
That Caesar had. They all had. They jumped over to Lala.
And guess what? We have them here today.
We do.
There, we're back.
It's been a long time, but we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
She just spread us all over the bed. Sometimes we get spread in a heart shape, and then people fuck on top of us.
Uh-huh. He smells a lot better than Caesar did, though. Wow.
Ooh.
Caesar smelled like acetone and urine. He smells like, that's some shea butter. That's some good shit right there.
She's got lavender oil.
Whoa, what's she feeding him chocolate? Oh, okay.
There's too many sexual kinks going on in this scenario.
This is a lot. She needs to pick one, doesn't she?
Yeah, pick a lane and go with it.
Wow.
Too much food in the bed is not great. I swear to God, if she brings out a mini whip, I'm out of this shit.
I might be into it.
And scene. Thank you, Rose Petals.
Thank you, Rose Petals.
Okay, we'll see you later.
I'm sure that they'll make another appearance.
Oh, there were some rose petals here, and they also had champagne. She had every cliche of like.
She went to Spencer's. She went to Spencer's, y'all.
Bitch went to Spencer
Shavel went to
Gifts.
Spencer Gifts, and she walked in and
She
she
bought
said to
that store.
She said, "Look, my boyfriend is getting out of prison. I need a fuck me room."
And so she's like kissing his body, y'all.
She's been doing her Kegels. She is ready for this.
It made me feel like
It was
the night's going to be about her pleasing him, I think, a lot more.
And then Quaylon said something that completely
Y'all got to get out.
kind of made my man pussy wet.
Gross. Don't ever say that.
No, because he said, y'all got to get out. And then he said, I'm going to not lie. When a black man has told me this, I'm kind of giddy. He's like, I'm going to tear that ass up. And I go, I'm like Daffy Duck when he gets excited.
That's wow.
Yeah, that was real. I got to be real. But y'all, if a brother, there is nothing like a man with a nice dick tapping that dick on your butt saying, I'm going to tear that ass up to make you get pregnant.
We need to move on.
We gotta move
I'm
on.
uncomfortable.
Come at me if you a freaky deaky bitch like me.
No, it's fine to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it with you.
So that's never happened to you.
Oh, it has. I find the aspect of you having sex with someone so repellent, so I can't.
Yeah, that's fair. Same. Same.
good.
Kind of like when I watched your weird PlayStation porn. I didn't know controllers could go in there, y'all. It was disgusting.
It was just two
I'm
friends.
playing Spider-Man right now, and I'm going to not touch my
two
PlayStation.
Friends who just got home from school.
Y'all.
Sunny D, gonna eat Sunny D, Mom.
Gross.
I got some D.
Okay.
Anyway, should we move on to Tyrice and Chanda,
who we haven't met?
Chanda.
We haven't met her yet, so who the fuck cares?
But they're dragging this out. So he's putting panties and bras packing for Chanda's release day.
Oh wait. Speaking of old friends, we've got the edible panties here today.
Oh,
edible panties. It's so good. Did you want to say something?
Oh, boy. I thought I was going to get packed away, but nope. I'm just sitting in the closet. I can't wait to fulfill our true destiny. Why did you give her real panties? Those are no fun. Oh, no, candy panties are better. I taste like candy apples. Yeah, we melt in your mouth and your vagina.
Oh, candy panties.
Oh, candy panties.
I also want to say that He's got a lovely new suit from the Cedric the Entertainer collection.
So, my partner was Kyle was watching this. Y'all, if you don't know, my partner is a black man. And he was watching this with me. And I looked over. I just happened to look over while we were watching this. And his face was dropped. And he was like, oh, this brother got the crocodile. And he's like, he about to go to church.
It's
like this big.
It's a big oversized suit.
He even, because I asked Kyle, I was like, are you supposed to keep the tag of the suit on the sleeve? He was like, that's some fucking old school shit right there. He's like, what did Kyle? He was like, this brother's Motown. That's what
it was
kind of
like that.
Yeah.
To me, it was the Cedric the Entertainer collection.
Yeah,
it was the Kings of Comedy tour. You know what I had more of a problem with? It's not of the suit itself. He chose to wear blue shoes that were slightly off tone.
No, but that's what you do.
Is that it?
Yeah.
But black shoes could have made.
They're those gator shoes. They're gator. They're crocodile. They're gator. Alligator. Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
No, that's a thing.
Okay.
I will say this. The man cleans up well.
I'm not into him like you are.
But it's just memories.
Okay.
I've been with y'all. I really lucked out because I could have gone. I've been with all of these type.
He looks like
he's just good in bed. That's what kind of lures me in.
He looks like he's such a jerk, though.
He is kind of a jerk. Yeah.
So this guy,
I think he's a selfish man.
Oh yeah, very much.
Yeah.
He's like, well, of course I have fantasized about having sex with her.
Repeatedly.
He's like, it's like, I'm telling you, he's putting more rose petals, y'all.
They're back too.
He's like, she's gonna be smiling for days.
When she walks out that door, her country ass gonna be smiling.
Yes, so I think there's a little kink fetish going on here.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And whatever she wants to do, he's game for. And he's got to pick her up, and he has 4 hours to be at the halfway house.
I liked it too when he said, you know, when I've married before, I married for lust. And this is different. How?
It's not different. And I want to know, why did he park so far away? I don't get it.
And also, why does he have binoculars?
He's like literally like on a...
Is he bird watching?
I don't get this.
And I'm unaware?
I didn't get it.
It was very strange.
He
is parked very far away. Is that a requirement, y'all? Sometimes you park so far.
We need to date either more people from prison or we need to get an expert on.
We have so many questions about prison.
Because, we just don't know.
I think I said I tried to have our new sign off to be lights out, and we had a sissy saying, guess what? There aren't lights out on prison because it's a safety issue. Lights on the whole time. And I went, well, fuck.
And then I said, maybe we say don't drop the soap. And Poodle said, that's about rape. And I went, oh, well, I guess we're not going to say that.
Yep, don't want to trivialize prison rape.
So if y'all think of a sign-off.
I have one.
Oh, do.
I have one that I will expose to you at the end of the show today.
We'll see if it works. If not, we'll be the judge of that.
No, suggested by a listener.
Really?
Yes.
Are you just saying that so I prove it more?
No, that would be how I would say. Yeah, listener. Joni D. Stands for Joni Doe. She's from Erie, Pennsylvania.
I knew a Joni. Joni Raby. Her dad had Raby Auto Motors. Used cars. Joni and Jonna. And Jackie. Joni, Jonna, and Jackie Raby. Sweet people.
Okay. Okay, great. Thanks. Thank you for that non sequitur. Shall we move on to Scott and Lindsay? They're dragging the fuck out of this storyline, y'all. I'm begging to see Lindsay.
Who knows
if 6 episodes.
There's not really much that happens at all. Basically, so he calls the prison the next day, or the Federal Bureau, and so they decide, this is what I think is they decide, let's do this with Grandma and the daughter in the room
and the
listening.
daughter in the phone.
Who
cried for 2 hours when her mother, Miley Grace.
I got to give it to Matt Sharp. He literally spent 20 minutes of us just being on hold.
Yep.
And he made it dramatic.
And he was talking with, remember the evil guy in Inspector Gadget? with a claw with a cat. Though we cannot reach that.
Oh yeah, because they do his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were talking from the scary guy with a like.
Is that
Mr.
movie
Jagged.
good with Matthew Broderick?
I
thought
have
that was
never.
good casting.
I have never seen such film.
We should watch it.
No,
We're not.
So it turns out they do find out she's still there.
Yes.
So something probably happened, and as her grandmother says, she's just smart enough to continue to stay in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And then the caseworker comes on and says, I don't know if she's going to call you or not. I don't know. I can't tell you if she's going to call you or not. And then Scott says, this is really confusing and such a red flag. You know, Lindsay's a very attractive girl, and people in prison are jealous of her.
Yeah.
This isn't cheerleading camp.
This isn't cheerleading camp. And
She's not prom queen.
And this is, I think Scott might be the dumbest person on the show.
So dumb.
Because I just want to reiterate,
Or she's
y'all.
that good.
He bought a home and moved to Mississippi with someone he has never lived with.
Or seen in person.
Seen in person.
Take that in.
Take that in. And you know why he said that? Because Lindsay told him that.
Yes.
Is the reason why she gets in trouble because they're just jealous of me.
Right.
And he fucking believes that.
Yeah. Also,
He's
his,
an idiot.
His upper lip is still swollen.
Y'all, this is not an allergic reaction. He got bad lip work done. I'm telling you.
Like when he's in profile, y'all, it looks like there's an actual like.
He looks like Howard the Duck's long lost cousin.
It looks like, you know, when like bulldozers had that little thing that comes up underneath it.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. It's a bad lip job.
It's a bad lip job.
Sorry, people who are
Sorry,
screaming
Scott,
about it.
you're not allergic.
People who are screaming about it, him having allergic reaction. Yeah, it's hard to have one that hasn't gone down in this long.
Yeah, that's what I told. That's what I told myself. You know, whenever I had an infection in my penis in my 20s. Oh yeah, it's just, you know,
I got soap in it in
I
the
got
shower.
soap in it in the shower. It's all over.
Girl, that's gonorrhea.
Girl, take the pill.
Just go get an antibiotic already.
Anyway, y'all. So, but I'm confused. Is it Miley Grace's birthday or is it Lindsay's birthday? Because I think it's Lindsay's birthday, and they think that she would be able to call. Because literally, they are calling on her birthday.
Oh, I was confused.
It's on someone's birthday,
Yeah.
and then I didn't care, and then I thought about cake, and then I was angry
This
because I'm not
show
doing
is short
cake.
on facts.
It's the truth.
We
Truth.
did. Thank you guys for coming at us about that fake red velvet cake fiasco last week.
They did come at us.
Thank you for saying. And we had one woman who's a baker said, "I know for a fact that was not red velvet cake. It didn't look like it, and no one put sprinkles on red velvet
That's true.
cake. That cake was dyed. That was a white sheet cake that was dyed red,
It's true.
and that was definitely not cream cheese icing."
We also had some sissies coming at us that. So I don't know if you saw this. They are not liable. These shooting, they can do whatever they
Right,
want.
they can do whatever they want.
So if Maurice went to Vegas, production would not stop him.
I was naive.
So
I did
yeah,
not know.
they're not liable. Yeah.
I don't know about illegal things, y'all.
Yeah. This is all part of the game.
We're
Lost in a masquerade.
Shall we move on to
Yes.
Destiny and Sean? Speaking of a masquerade,
This song kind of goes with them.
oh god, this got so freaky deaky.
This is so. First of all, let's just start off that we had dinner last week. If you haven't seen our meme of Poodle going in deep about Destiny's sister, who reminded me Chanda Cantrell. That's who used to do her makeup
looks like that
from longer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She probably used that foundation
She
stick.
uses that stick, and you know when girls take bronzer blush and they put it on their cheeks, but then they just rub it on their eyelids as well
Yeah.
because they're in a hurry.
That was a
She
problem.
uses it everywhere.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
and she tried contouring, didn't work.
And that lipstick,
Oh, bad. Yeah,
y'all, I'm going to say this. Most white women do not, especially fair-skinned white women, do not look good with that brownish
Yeah.
red lipstick. Jenny does that. If you've noticed, she's changed it.
She has.
'Cause she
probably some PA said, "Bitch, we're losing that
Yeah,
lipstick."
she got like Tania season 2 set edit and realized,
I look terrible.
I look terrible. Oh my god! So I'm just telling
Tania
you,
looks so good.
if you're wearing like a brownish lip liner and a brownish red lipstick, and you are a Caucasian female or male, whatever Caucasian person, that is not
It's
your
not great.
color.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's going to look better on somebody with a darker olive skin tone,
And I really believe
or African American.
you might argue with me, but I believe we comment on bad makeup. The reason we comment on bad makeup, you guys, is we don't think anything of it unless it's bad. Like good makeup is not that much. Good makeup suggests makeup.
It can be much, but good makeup, you're right. Good makeup should bring out the natural beauty
Right.
a person has. Even if you have a lot, like fucking Shoulders McGee.
Oh,
Tiffany
she
puts
knows
on
how to
a ton
wear
of
it,
makeup,
though. Boy.
but it brings out her big brown eyes.
Yeah, her face is
her
beat.
cheekbone. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
When that gay
on the other
PA does
hand-
makeup for Libby because she buys
Oh.
him drinks. That's what I've decided. Elizabeth, Andre, and because she does her. But then there's a gay
the
PA.
confessional.
There's a gay PA that she speaks. His
Because
name's Tyler, and she's like, Tyler, can you just do it?
Her confessional looks are unbelievable.
She shows
She's
him
a
Andre's.
two-face.
She shows him Andre's dick pics.
Yeah.
And that's why Tyler's like, okay, Libby, I'll do it one last time.
Boy.
But I'm not supposed to. I've
And
got to hold the grip.
if Tyler could just show her how to do that makeup,
She doesn't want to.
I
She
guess
doesn't want to
so.
learn.
God, she looks so good in confessionals.
So, but you are right. Good makeup should accentuate the normal
Yeah.
beauty of a person.
And you shouldn't say she's wearing great makeup. You just go
No.
on.
Yeah, you should say your eyes look so
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly.
Oh wow.
Anyway, so
Not
besides,
like the season of the
besides
other
clown
way.
makeup,
Yes, besides clown. We're like
Devin,
bless her
fucking
heart, Devin, and bless her heart, Karini. Right now, we're in season 1 on Patreon, and she's wearing the heaviest fake eyelashes.
Karini is wearing caterpillars on her eyes.
They're just like you can't
It's
even notice
absurd. You actually feel wind when you walk by her when she blinks.
anything. That was a good Foley.
And Mother Poles just showed up.
And her hair is already wet to her head.
To her face.
Anyway.
So
fun.
we have fun with that.
So anyway, Sean, $5 price of a latte gets you classic 90-day.
So we
So Destiny is
they're still at dinner and she's downing. We found out that he has 4 more kids.
Than she knew.
Additional children, everyone's
and
favorite.
he's 20 years older than her instead of like 13 years.
Right. He said he was 36 and he's 44. Something like that.
Yes. Why did I write? Can I get another dream, please?
Drink.
Oh, drink.
Drink.
Oh yeah.
She's down in these strawberry margaritas, y'all.
Oh boy.
Y'all, that would be a hangover because there's a lot of sugar in those.
I'd feel like shit.
She's
the
already
next
had
day.
2 chocolate martinis.
That
These
she's
are
never
like
let through straws.
This is like that Kids in the Hall sketch, Girl Drink Drunk. Like these are all girl drinks. Bring me a fucking gin and tonic.
Somebody wants a
I want to
Sex on the
taste
Beach.
my alcohol.
Well, you're different than most.
I am. So we're like they're gonna be they're talking on the way in the car.
So, well, they're talking on the parking lot because she's smoking a cigarette, and then they get in the car. They're outside of Caro's, and they're talking, and she basically says, at first, I have to say, Destiny's being somewhat kind of reasonable, where she said,
Yeah.
"Look, I understand about lying about your age. Don't do that, but your kids. Why? Who lies? And we even
Yeah,
said
who lies about that?
Who lies about your kids?"
Right.
And then they're in the car, and she was like, "Look, you can lie to me about whatever. You could be a cheater. You could." And then she's like, "But don't fucking cheat on me.
Yeah.
But just don't lie to me."
And so she says, "Have you ever tried to get back with your baby mama?" He's like, "Yeah, but that's been a while. It's actually only been a year."
He said, and y'all, the editing of this was great because
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm not going to lie to you anymore. It's been 7 years."
Y'all, here's the newsflash: they're both liars.
They're both liars.
They're both awful and are perfect for each other.
Yeah, and he's perfect for her because, y'all, I think Paul Sean. I think Sean is 2 stacks short of a hay bale.
Yeah,
How do we say?
and there's some mouth stuff that I don't know. I've talked about mouth stuff. We talked about Scott's mouth.
We talked about Libby's mouth.
There's some mouth stuff going on with this guy, and it's like he has an upper plant, an upper like onlay of his teeth, but he's like saving up for the bottom one. It's weird when you don't get them put at the same time.
He drank too much Mountain Dew as a kid.
And like, but the upper partial is so big, it's like chiclet teeth.
Yeah.
And his lips don't really cover it that well.
No, they don't.
It's an interesting situation.
It's an interesting situation.
But his physical appearance is by no means what the interesting thing is.
But it's great because he literally says, he says, I'm not lying to you. And then they cut to him the testimonial. I lied to her. I tried to get back with my ex a year ago.
And she says, am I the youngest girl you've been with? Which is a weird question and a weird badge of honor to
and he
really
says
wear.
Yes to that, right?
He says yes to that, but that is not the case.
That's not the case. He's been with somebody who was 17. I'm telling you.
He's been with a young sex worker.
Yes, he has.
There is no doubt.
No doubt. Then she says, well, when's the last time you slept with a woman? And he goes, a year ago.
Liar.
I think that's when he tried to get back with his ex.
Oh, I think he slept with someone before that. After that.
I don't know. I don't know if Sean is really a catch.
He'll pay for it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, so then she says, "Yeah, I don't know when I don't like it when he lies to me, but I don't know. I have to tell him some secrets too."
Yeah, like she's like, "I'm not lying to you." Then she cuts us some secrets.
So she's kind of mad, and she's got a lot of great quotes. I'm just going to go through some of them right now in the confessionals. Even though he's a fucking liar, I still really love him.
She did say that. Even though I still really love him. Liar. He's attentive, and he tries to make me happy, and it's really cute. Cut to, babe, I want a Coach purse.
This was...
Can we go parasailing?
I read it in a Nicholas Sparks book. I spit out my drink.
I was sad I couldn't watch that moment with you.
I spit out my drink because...
Poodle.
Because...
Tell people what Nicholas Sparks books are. Describe Nicholas Sparks
there's the
book.
Notebook. A Nicholas Sparks novel is kind of like that lady at your church who's just always too smiley, and you ask a little bit about her life, and it seems interesting to normal people, but you're bored within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But it goes on for a long time, and she's the hero of her own life story, y'all. And it's a very uplifting kind of Christian moral tale at the end.
And as Poodle, that's true. That's a good. And as Poodle always says, her life, like Nicholas Sparks' books, are not real.
No,
they're not.
Like the Notebook,
real.
y'all. Not real. So she has these kind of
So it's
ideas.
literally like Destiny's been listening to Poodle and said, Poodle says the Notebook's not real. I'm going to believe.
I said the Notebook's not real, y'all. All of that is fantasy that meant to. That basically, you can read the Notebook or watch the Notebook and say, "Wow, that's a great love story," but it's not real.
It's like watching Peter Pan. Wow, that'd be great to never grow up and fly on a boat across the world to Neverland. But that's not into space.
Right.
Y'all think about it. You never thought about this. Second star on the right. Peter Pan, they went to space. They're fucking... Wendy flew in space in her nightgown.
I think Knott's really...
like, if they made the realistic version of Peter Pan...
I think we need to qualify what space is. I think the stars, as what they see, are where they're aiming at. I don't think they were actually in space. I think they were in a lower stratosphere.
I've never actually read the origin of Peter Pan.
I don't think this was ever meant to be litigated. If they ever went to space. Do
you think the Imagineers are in Walt?
I never...
Did they go to space? Well, Gerald...
Hold on. Move the Nazi memorabilia and look it up. No, it would be...
Oh, boy, guys, I think they did go to space. Heil Hitler.
Let me be clear. Walt Disney was not a Nazi. He did espouse some beliefs. It's always a joke for me that Walt Disney...
He did not like Jews.
He did own a copy of Mein Kampf. Yeah, that was found in his stuff. So you can love Disney but disagree.
That's
with
not
the
associated
man.
with him now.
Yeah.
I think that is,
Yeah.
it's definitely Walt Disney's gone. They're a different company now,
Right.
and a quite supportive
But
one.
God, y'all, I love.
Sorry, I can't have Disney come after
I
us.
love to ruin everything, and I'm gonna ruin Walt Disney for you.
Oh, it doesn't ruin Disney now. Have
No,
your
I'm
Disney
just saying
wedding.
Walt Disney. I'm
Yes.
going to ruin the character of Walt Disney for you.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
Although you were gobsmacked when we saw his apartment at
oh, it
Disneyland.
was so amazing. So I want to go. I want to go parasailing. I want to go. Can we go skydiving too? It reminds me of some like child. It's so childlike. Of like, I just got out of reform school. I don't know what to do.
Well, you know what it is Sean even says it. He says, with Destiny, half the time she is one person, and the other half she's another person. That's called bipolar. So there's.
I was gonna say that's a mental issue.
Because also, y'all, I don't know if a lot of people know this. Not that everybody on the show is a mental issue. However, we know with Destiny's had a lot of drug use.
Yeah.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
And crack. That causes
Scrambles your brain.
That causes psychosis.
Yeah.
Like it literally, the more you use that, and it can cause irreversible psychosis.
Right.
So she probably does have some mental. I am positive
After
she
effects.
is bipolar.
Yeah, she's got some.
She inhibits everything
yeah,
with bipolar.
I kind of agree with you
And
there.
I think right now she's out of prison, so right now she's pretty manic.
Yeah.
And it's like, go, I want to feel things. I want to experience things.
So-
Mark my words, y'all. It's going to go south, and she's going to
Yeah.
get really dark.
Yeah. No, she's going to be nuts, guys. This season with her, mark my words, she's going to be a great performer.
Where did that phrase come from, mark my words?
I don't know.
Somebody come at us.
I think it's a pretty self-explanatory saying.
mark
It's not
the
an
word?
idiom. No,
Oh.
it's just like mark. In other words, take note.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We've said a lot more interesting things than that.
And a lot less.
So she's like, they're in the hotel room, and it's got a
Okay.
full like
Where was this where we had... I've never... Again, my boyfriend was watching
Comfort
this.
Inn work suites.
He was like, why is there a bathtub in
know.
the living room?
It was a little weird.
We saw this with somebody on 90 Day. Was it Benjamin and Akini?
I'm not
Somebody
sure.
had a bathtub in 90 Day Fiancé, and we were appalled by it.
Like,
It
there
just-
wasn't even a room divider. It was
No.
just bathtub to fuck den.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a weird
It's
work
weird.
suites.
And she takes a shower, and
There's a
then she
conference
gets out of
room.
shower to get in the jacuzzi?
Yeah, it's weird.
just
I can't
seems-
think she just wanted to take a shower.
Wipe the prison off.
Speaking of Destiny's naked body, we
Oh.
get a little explanation about the tattoos that are all over her body. Now she doesn't tell Scott this.
She tells the camera this because y'all, what her secret is.
I was having sex with women in
A
prison.
lot of women in prison. And
Shocking.
And she still continues to do. She said, I'm going to continue to do that.
She was like the Catherine the Great of this prison.
She was.
She had sex with She ran this motherfucker. All the women wanted her.
And I feel like.
I think she's a pretty girl.
Oh, she's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think now it's time for a section that we like to call Lalu
Lalu Theater.
Poodle is going to be playing the role of Destiny.
Yes.
I will be playing the role of her tattoos.
Well, this is going to go differently.
I don't know how this is going to go.
Okay. I was not thinking this. I got.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not better. Almost. You're off on the melody just slightly. We'll work on it. Because if I'm going to harmonize, it needs to be dead on. Honestly,
How's that By Curious theme song coming?
Anyway, let's start the scene.
So, hi, I'm the producer, Destiny. Can you tell us a little bit about your tattoos?
Oh, sure. I can't believe this hasn't come up before. In prison, I have sex with women. So, see this one right here? And you know, I plan on still doing it. And I'm not going to tell my husband about it. Or Scott.
Okay.
Is that okay? That's
you
fine,
mean
right?
his name's Sean.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. I forget. So their names are like here. This one right here. See the Felicia across my chest? Yeah, I really loved her. She was great.
We had a good time. My name's Felicia, and she was much more of a cuddler than I thought. But oh man, those thick index fingers, I still miss them.
This over here, this one's Tootie.
Bitch, she's fat because I made her a pie. She would lick that puss and I would give her some pecan pie. It was good, creamy, and dreamy. Because I once heard, if you can cream it, you can dream it.
And this one over here, this is Sharon. She was something. She was crazy. I got to remember her.
We scissored scissored like people. Just going. Prison guard came over and had to light my cigarette when I was done because I couldn't move my arms. I was weak. Sprayed everywhere like a sprinkler. Come.
And scene. Y'all. That was well done.
I didn't know where that was going to go.
I did not know either. I still can't believe. For some reason, the weirdest thing that I found the funniest was I made her a pecan pie. I don't know why. That was what I liked the most.
Y'all,
out of
she's
all
got
that.
Huge tattoos all over.
Like,
there's one on her foot.
Like, Sean's not even asked who these women's names are.
Well, they're kind of hard to see on her chest. Like, it's hard to see. But my favorite is when she said...
That would be my first question.
Well, she said something like, so I have Olivia real big on my chest. I really thought she was the love of my life.
Yeah.
That didn't last too long.
Yeah.
Literally. Y'all, she's insane.
Bipolar. I think you're
bipolar.
dead on.
She's bipolar.
Because this is what bipolar people do.
She's addicted to the mania.
Yeah.
Which
That's why I'm
a lot of people that that have bipolar struggle with addiction too. It's vice versa. It's hard.
Don't forget, you guys. My favorite thing too is she goes, and I plan on still doing it, having sex with women, and I'm not gonna tell him. And I keep thinking of that Amy Poehler character, the girl with one leg, who's like, jealous? From Saturday Night Live. That's what I keep thinking of her. I just farted. So what?
So what?
Yeah. Anyway, so she...
so they fuck.
They fuck. First of all, they make out, and he starts eating her face.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, like, huddled to the couch.
I prefer the way they do it on 90 Day, where it's a little more...
These people
innuendo
kissing, y'all. I don't like it. It makes me very nervous.
Nico says from Darcy and Stacy, that's an innuendo.
A Nico, voice of reason.
I know.
So they had sex.
It's the next day. We find out this. They both said the sex was amazing.
And Sean strangely says the explosions were there. I don't know what you're used to.
It went everywhere and all the explosions. Well, no. Her and Tammy.
Oh, the sprinklers. Come. When I'm picturing that, I'm just imagining the woman's leg going around and her actually squirting. like a sprinkler.
That's what women do.
Not all women squirt.
But women can squirt.
Yes. I love it how you're explaining to me like it's King and I.
I learned.
Squirty-moi, pourquoi in la vagina. Squirty, squirt,
I just
squirty,
love it. You're like, oh, women do that. And it just
I didn't
immediately
know that
becomes
until I
Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Until I took my sex class in grad school. Someone showed a video.
Why were you looking at women squirting?
We talk about human sexuality because a lot of women don't even... I have a lot of female friends, actually. I think I say that because I have a lot of female friends that have never experienced that type of orgasm. And
right.
They don't even know. Come on, in the Sissy Squad.
I think there are some women who don't do it, and it's fine.
That's
because
fine.
the female orgasm is so complex.
It's so... Yes. So I think That's what I'm
Not
bringing
like
that up.
the men's, y'all.
We
You just jizz out your penis,
And
then
that's it.
and then you go, "Ooh, I feel bad now."
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Y'all, that's the male orgasm.
That's the male orgasm.
If we just took the mystery out of it, I'm gonna come. I feel good for about 10 seconds, and then I don't want to be touched.
Fritos. I'm just
Exactly.
saying, if you're a female and you've never either read or explored the female orgasmic experience, I encourage you to, because there
Get
might be
online, y'all. There's so much out there.
Hell, just ask people in our sissy squad; they'll educate you.
They'll go into detail.
And we love that. We're sex positive.
Sometimes I wish we weren't as much. Sometimes people will say things, and I'm like,
Someone just posted a picture of a vulva to educate me.
well, I'm glad we needed that. The vulva is the whole thing.
I didn't know.
Vulva. So she says it was the best sex she's ever had.
Yep.
Now, I mean, great. Now, she is manic.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of things are the best she's ever had.
Yeah.
The chocolate martini was the
best she
she's
ever
had.
The best she ever had.
And she says, I'm pretty impressed with what happened.
Yeah. She said
This
it was
is so
kind of creepy
weird.
when you took a picture of me sleeping.
And you took a
And
picture
then,
of me sucking my
y'all,
thumb.
Okay. I'm going to just step in with a little bit of a professional opinion.
If you're sucking your thumb when you're sleeping, there's some trauma there.
If you're, no. If you're sucking your thumb when you're sleeping and you're a 29-year-old adult.
Yeah.
If you're 9 years old, okay. Still
But yeah,
a little
she's
late.
an adult. She's an adult.
Y'all, that's not good.
But also, let's focus on him taking a picture of her as she's sleeping. I've woken up to that before. That's normal, right? When they do that? I'm just kidding. They
Really?
never say the night.
Oh, I'm like, y'all, I was paused because I was like, oh my God, how's he even alive in here?
Y'all, if someone, when they have stayed the night, they're always like, let's go get breakfast. And I'm like, can I just sleep longer? And can you get out so I can have my space? Because if you slept with someone the first night, you don't sleep well. There's no sleeping going on. Like, you may cuddle and you're so tired. Then you go get Mexican food and you both feel like shit. And the whole day is basically
There's
wasted.
some people I've slept well with.
I don't. Nope. I have to get used to sleeping with people. Yeah, you don't have sensory issues like I do.
No, as long as they don't want to cuddle. If they wanted to cuddle, I wouldn't sleep.
Well, that's what I tend to attract these people.
Oh, I get guys that I usually just have usually people I don't even know their real name, and they just kind of roll over and go to sleep. And
Mine want to
they love me.
Mine want to just move in with me when I sleep with them one night. It's almost like we're the opposites.
It's true. Shocker.
So then it gets like after school, especially after we've had this, and he thinks he has the moral high ground to say, we need to talk about your drinking. After crazy shit.
In which this is not a good sign, y'all, because she's like, look,
I'm a party girl.
I'm a party girl. If I want to have fun, I'm going to have fun.
I'm a party girl in a party world.
And she's
made
like,
of plastic.
She's like, don't control me. She's like, I want to go to Vegas. That's the
worst place for her.
She needs to go, y'all. That's the last place she needs to go, y'all. Because don't forget, if she fucks this up and doesn't show up, Sean has to pay $50,000, and he's already paid $50,000.
Right. I like it when it's only $5,000 to get her out. The bond.
No.
Oh, he sent her $50,000.
He paid $5,000. If she doesn't show up to her bond hearing, then he has to pay $50,000.
I thought you said he's already paid $50,000.
I think he has, because he said if I have to pay this, I've spent $100,000.
Oh, I didn't get that.
He
but
said so. I think he's already paid $50,000.
Okay, maybe you're right. He's like, I just don't want you to make up your court date. And she's like, nobody's going to get in my way. And all of a sudden, she's like Neely O'Hara from, Valley of the Dolls.
She's like, don't.
I'm Neely O'Hara.
I've never seen that movie.
How can you not have seen a gay classic?
I haven't seen it.
Patty Duke as Neely O'Hara. And you love Neely.
I love Patty Duke. I just never got around
Next
to
watching chat. Not this week. The following. We're watching The Valley of the Dolls.
Okay, I'm excited. I'll watch it with you.
Oh, y'all, it's such a great movie.
I might let you chat.
I'm so gay that
You
I
are.
just Sharon Tate before she was murdered.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad. Well, okay. So
Anyway, that's the show.
that's the show. I just want to say, Destiny said, "I'm a party girl. I want to go to Vegas," and then she's like, "And I want to get married and have a family."
I'm telling y'all, she is my star of this show.
We still haven't
She
met
is my star.
the hot guy and the crazy girl with pink
Yeah,
hair.
we haven't met them yet.
We haven't met them yet, but y'all, that's the show.
That's the show.
Welcome to Lalu Land with us.
And usually I don't mention at the very end someone who died by the Mansons. Usually I don't end the show with saying, and that's Sharon Tate.
But it could happen.
It could happen. I could make an El Coyote reference every
so
time.
if you enjoyed this, we should
I
say
live right next to where she ate her last meal. El Coyote.
you do. We're just like
This is creepy. Sorry.
yeah. I don't know why
But
you're
if
going into
but
this.
If you like true crime.
It is interesting if you
I'm
live
gonna
in
be
LA
quiet.
because if you talk to people that are in their 50s or 60s, everyone has a Sharon Tate Manson story.
Yeah.
Because it affected a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it is interesting.
And LA's a weird crime place because there's so much true crime that kind of went down in like famous spots. You can take crime
well,
tours.
people don't think about golly,
That
something
was
just filled
scary.
out. People don't think about LA as a mafia city, but it really was.
Mafia kind of, but more where famous people were murdered, or like
Yeah.
when River Phoenix passed out in front of the Viper Room.
So I know. Wow.
Yo, we had fun on Lalu.
Wow. So we have fun on this show. If you're normally interested in Lalu, this is on the Gatreon at the $8 tier.
The
so
don't pull over tier.
So yeah, and again, y'all, it's 2 separate feeds. I don't know. We're gonna set up like a little bit of some information for everybody on Patreon for tech adverse people to help you out.
Tech-averse. Yeah, I don't do well
We
with
don't
it either.
either.
But I will tell you guys, when you're trying to do something with tech, take it slowly and absorb everything.
I just turn it off and turn it back on and hope it works.
I figured out Discord a little bit.
You did. I'm proud for you. I praised you. Praise you like I should.
And we had some sissies who did figure it out. They were kind of averse at the beginning, and they were coming in there a little late, but it's fine.
No, it's fine. So you can come in there. You guys, we've got a full... I'm jazzed. I'm really excited. We've got a full week.
I'm tired already.
We're going to take a break, and then we're actually going to jump into Darcy and Stacy. So that's going to come up this week. So that's going to...
It's a lot this week. Happy
lot this
anniversary
week.
to us.
It's going to be happy anniversary, you guys, and we'll see you. We'll see you around the Poodle. What's our sign off for this?
We'll Lalu ya later.
We'll work on it. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Lock me up, throw away the key. I'm just a prisoner of love. I'm doing time, I'm doing fine. I'm just a prisoner